We are live, sir.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I hope we are audible. Can anybody please give me a quick confirmation whether we are
Audible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Audible. Audible, sir.
okay? So just so welcome to this one of the most talked question now that sir, the NEET exam is over and the result is announced. Now we are not sure that whether it will be NEET or NExT. So what do we have for you? So let us see some of the students join us, and then we're gonna try to talk about it. So before I start, I think all of you know us. And my name is Dr. Rajat Jain, and I guide and mentor students. I am radiology faculty at Dr. Bhatia Medical Institute and mentors. And today I am being joined by the CEO of the institute, Dr. Nachiket Bhatia. Good evening, Dr. Nachiket.
Hi, sir. How are you?
I am doing good. How are you doing?
Good, boss.
How's the congratulations on the phenomenal result of the NEET exam. I mean, it's always a good feeling, and I'm sure that as a teacher we get a wonderful feeling that. But seeing the result that the top 10 students are associated with the institute in some form or other, I mean, always feels that you are doing something really good for the students.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think by God's grace, things fall at the right place at the right time. So I believe that it's the students' hard work that has finally turned up in such an amazing way. And I'm just glad that we were a part of their journey. बाकी तो सब ऊपर वाला देखता है
Yeah.
ना?
Okay, guys. So I think let us now try to talk about this that will it be NEET or the NExT in 2024, and how should we prepare? Okay. So before that, I start talking about it. A lot of time people ask me, ki, sir, do you predict these things, or do you have an inside information about what is happening? So I just wanted to tell you is that I do not have any inside information about anything. It's basically a logical thinking that I try to apply on the basis of experience over a period of time, how the system broadly works. And obviously, in this period of uncertainty, even if the date is announced, even if the pattern is announced, you do not know that what will happen to that, whether it will survive the extreme form of opposition by the different group who wants the exam or who do not want the exam. And so nothing can be said with certain. All that I'm saying you on the basis of the draft guidelines that have come up, plus the way that the decisions has been taken related to the NEET PG exam conduct and its counseling, as well as its result, which has again been preponed in comparison to the date that has been originally being devised. So before I go forward, that will it be NEET or the NExT in 2024, I just wanted to specify that what is the session and to whom I am trying to address in this particular session. So just let me just share one of the screen with you. Is my screen visible to everyone? Dr. Nachiket, is it visible?
Yes, sir. Visible.
Okay.
Yes, sir. It is visible.
Okay. All right. So see, this is something that I wanted to show it to you, that the NEET PG result is announced on 14th March 2023. All those students who have written the exam, we can broadly divide them into two groups: those who got the rank or who did not qualify. Now, those who did not or who do qualify, they do not have an option, but they have to prepare for the next year exam. Am I correct? And let's try to make it more of an interactive session. I wanted you to answer them. So can I say that you have to write the exam, you don't have an option? Now, if you got the rank, just give me a second. If you got the rank, you have to see that whether your rank is as expected and you are satisfied, or you are not satisfied with the rank. You have got a rank 70,000, 65,000. You said, ki, haan, yaar, chalo, rank aa to gayi hai, but I am not satisfied with the rank, again, you don't have an option, but you have to write the exam next year. And so you are the one who have to listen to this session. Third, you have got a rank which is expected and satisfying. You know that this is the preparation that you have done, but you are not sure that whether you will get the branch that you are looking for. And there are students who have got a rank, they are satisfied with the rank, they know that they are getting the branch that they are looking for, they are getting the college of their choice, and they are planning to take this. So first of all, for this group, congratulations, guys. You have come out of this vicious circle of an entrance exam. Now you can go ahead to the next phase of your life. If you want help from us, we are there for all of you. We will be having the detailed counseling sessions for all of you, that what branch you should take, what are the pros and cons of a particular branch, what are the challenges associated with a branch, etc., etc. So please remember, this session is not a counseling session for those students who have got a decent rank and they are satisfied with their rank and they want to pick up a branch. So we will not be taking any counseling queries in this particular session. So this session is focused on this student who did not qualify and wants to give the exam next year. This session is focused onto the students who got a rank, but they are not satisfied and they want to write the exam again. And also to those students who have got a rank, but they are not sure that whether they are getting anything or not. So this is group number one. The second group for which the session has been planned is 2018 batch students who are pursuing internship or will be starting internship in the months, or 2019 batch. So ideally 2018 batch students are the intern batch who will be writing the postgraduate interns exam for the first time. And 2019 batch students currently in the final year MBBS part 2 or about to enter into the part 2. Now this is a new entry into this, because normally these people tend to write the NEET or the postgraduate medical entrance exam after the internship. So if the next happens, they will be writing a pre-internship exam. So this is the broad category. So can we broadly say and ask ki you can write it down that in which category you belong to? Category number 1, category number 2, or category number 3? Just give some of the comment so that we can spend more time onto that particular part depending on which group is. So Dr. Nachiket, I think these are the broad groups that we are focusing upon, or is there any other point that you wanted to add?
I think, boss, with the addition on this, we can actually bifurcate the students on what score they have got. I believe that in my understanding in the last 5 to 6 years, that we can bifurcate the students like who have got above 500 marks and who have got less than 500 marks.
Yeah, so in this, that means those who are post-interns and who appeared for the NEET PG exam this year. Absolutely correct.
Exactly.
Or I think this is a very important, pertaining point that we will be entering. But I think if I talk about the next year, whether it will be NEET or NExT, I think these are the three groups who are the most affected. The post-interns who have written the exam this year and planning to write it next year, 2018 batch, which is the current intern batch, and 2019 batch, which is the current final year MBBS student. So let's go in this order. What is 100% sure, what is not so sure. So guys, first let's take this group number 3. Guys, I do not know whether it's a good news for you or whether it's a bad news for you. Please prepare for the next exam. It will be there for you people. So you have to prepare. You have to prepare your preparation in a way that you are writing the postgraduate medical entrance exam in the month of, probably you will say, December. So this batch will be writing it. What are the challenges associated with this? I don't see any very significant challenge in conducting the next exam for 2019 batch, except one challenge, which is a really logical challenge. And that challenge is that these people have already cleared their third MBBS professional exam. If the NExT is implemented in the December, then they will be asked to appear for this exam again. Normally, as a rule, government or any examination body cannot ask you to appear for one professional exam twice. I do not have an exact answer for this at this point of time. Maybe we will get some clarification on that. But my sincere advice to the students who are in 2019 batch is, please prepare in a way that you are writing your PG entrance exam in 2019, in December 2023. I have a very, very simple philosophy, and that is hope for the best, prepare for the worst. So we will have to prepare keeping this thing in the mind that third group is writing the next exam. Okay. Now let's talk about group number 1 and group number 2. There is no official confirmation on the group number 1 and group number 2. But what are the challenges? The draft guideline says that for the next few years, they can have NExT exam and NEET exam together so that this gap can be bridged. But the problem is that if they conduct a NEET exam, let us say in the month of February or March, for 2018 batch, there is a very, very big discrepancy. And that discrepancy is, that means 2019 batch is writing the postgraduate medical entrance exam ahead of 2018 batch, which is a very, very big discrepancy. Very, very big discrepancy. And the same for a post-intern, it does not matter. But for a 2018 batch, it will matter that 2019 batch is appearing for the postgraduate entrance exam ahead of 2018 batch, which is not logical. And as I told you, that this session is all about logics. So how this logic can be sorted? Up. One logic is that the 2019 batch will be writing NExT 1 and NExT 2 both. One is a pre-internship, one is a post-internship. And 2018 batch is only writing the NExT exam. That is NExT 1. That is one thing. So one theory is that 1, 2, 3, all three groups are writing NExT 1. And after writing the NExT 1, 1 and 2 will appear for the counseling. And the 2019 batch will appear for the counseling after the NExT 2 exam. The 1 and 2 need not to write the NExT 2 exam, only the NExT 1 exam. That is one theory that can be there. But now the question is it really possible to conduct the postgraduate entrance exam for the post-interns and interns in the month of December? Because a lot of 2018 batch will not be finishing their internship or will be almost halfway to their internship in the month of December. So is it really logical or not? That we have to yet see. I believe that a final official confirmation on this should come somewhere close to mid of the April or towards the end of the April, when we will have a near complete clarity that how the government is planning to do it. But till then, shall we waste the time? The answer is no. As I told you, prepare for the worst and hope for the best. All right. So what we need to do? So there are certain points that I wanted to share with you, and I wanted to start with a small live experiment with you. And I want Dr. Nachiket also to take part in this experiment. Now Dr. Nachiket will say, sir, ये तो आपने बताया ही नहीं था कि आप experiment भी करने वाले हो, but that is how we do. Okay. तो एक क्वेश्चन है ना, मैं पूछता हूँ, बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग एस्पेक्ट है, इसको समझना बहुत जरूरी है. Let's try to understand it. So Dr. Nachiket, there is a question for you, and I want you to answer it honestly, and absolutely honestly, and I want all the students also to answer it to me on the comment section. So you have a 100 feet long log, which is 2 feet wide, and 100 feet by 2 feet. I have placed it in front of you in the room, and I have asked you ki, okay, Dr. Nachiket, please walk on this log. Okay, na? And not to Dr. Nachiket, I have said it to everyone. है ना? I just say कि चलो एक काम करो, इसके ऊपर चलो. 100 feet long है और 2 feet चौड़ा है. ठीक है, आपको इसके ऊपर चलना है. ऐसे बोल दिया मैंने आपको randomly. मुझे बताओ, what do you think कि कितने लोग उसके ऊपर चलेंगे। मैंने अगर इस 100 लोगों को ये वाली बात बोली है और ऐसे बोला कि चलो ये लॉग पड़ा है यहां पर, इस पे चलो, तो कितने लोग 100 में से चलेंगे? ऐसी रैंडम आइडिया, एनीबॉडी हु कैन टेल मी।
आपको भी तो सारे चल लेंगे।
नहीं नहीं नहीं, लोग मुझको जानते नहीं है। ऐसे करते हैं, यू पीपल आर नॉट माई स्टूडेंट्स, देयर इज अ रैंडम पर्सन हु हैज टोल्ड यू दिस।
क्या लगता है गाइस, क्या होगा? व्हाट डू यू थिंक?
क्या ना ऐसे 10-12 लोग चल लेंगे कि चलो चल लेते हैं, बट सब तो नहीं चलेंगे, ये तो मानते हैं। चलो अब इसको थोड़ा सा चेंज करते हैं, क्योंकि लोग कहेंगे क्यों चलूं भाई मैं, हु आर यू टू टेल मी। अब मैंने कहा चलो एक काम करते हैं, इसके ऊपर चलना है, एंड एनीबडी हु इज एबल टू वॉक थ्रू दिस, आई विल गिव हिम 5,000 रुपीज। अब बताओ कितने चलेंगे? आई हैव टोल्ड देम कि भाई अब चलना है, एंड एनीबडी हु इज एबल टू वॉक विदाउट फॉल, इट इज लाइंग डाउन ऑन द फ्लोर। अब बताओ कितने लोग चलेंगे? क्या ना ऐसे आउट ऑफ 190-95 चल पड़ेंगे कि भैया 5,000 रुपए मिल रहे हैं फ्री में और उसमें चलने में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, चल पड़ते हैं? क्या बोलते हो डॉक्टर नचिकेत, चल पड़ेंगे?
चल पड़ेंगे सर, पैसे जब टारगेट मिलेगा, इंसेंटिव मिलेगा, तो हम चल लेंगे।
चल लेंगे ना। अब थोड़ा सा ट्विस्ट डालते हैं। अब ये जो ब्लॉक है ना, ये मैंने रख दिया एक बिल्डिंग पर जो 100 फ्लोर की बिल्डिंग है। दो बिल्डिंग है 100 फ्लोर की, और दोनों को कनेक्ट करते हुए रख दिया, उसके बीच में कुछ भी नहीं है। अब बोला आपको इस पे चलो, 100 लोगों को बोला, अब बताओ कितने चलेंगे?
अब सर इंसेंटिव बढ़ाना पड़ेगा।
चलो मैंने कहा कि 5,000 नहीं दे रहा, 50,000 दे रहा हूं।
50 लाख में तो मैं चल लूँ।
नहीं नहीं, 50,000 पे बताओ।
50,000 पे तो सोचना पड़ेगा कि फोन गिर
तो
सकते हैं,
सोचते हैं
हमें
इस
मिल
बात को,
सकती है।
तो कैन आई से कि मनी इज एन इंसेंटिव,
मनी इज
बट
एब्सोल्युटली
नॉट फॉर एवरीबडी, एंड द अमाउंट ऑफ इंसेंटिव ऑफ अ मनी वेरी फ्रॉम पर्सन टू पर्सन। एग्रीड? अगर मैं कुछ ऐसा कर दूं कि आप बिना पैसे के चल जाओ इसके ऊपर, तो
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
नहीं चलोगे। चलो, तो मैंने आपको बताया कि ये जो दो बिल्डिंग्स हैं जिसमें आप खड़े हो, उसके जो सामने वाली बिल्डिंग है उसमें आग लग गई है, और उस बिल्डिंग के अंदर कोई ऐसा बंदा है जिसको आप बहुत ज्यादा प्यार करते हो, और अगर आप वहां पर जाओगे तो आप उसको बचा पाओगे, अगर आप नहीं गए तो आप उसको नहीं बचा पाओगे। अब बताओ आप चलोगे कि नहीं चलोगे?
बात तो फंस गई।
हम्म?
ये बात तो फंस गई, ये तो फंसा दिया आपने गूगल ही सीधा। नहीं सर, अब तो चलेंगे। अब एक
चलेंगे।
इमोशनल इंसेंटिव हो
और
गया।
ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि कुछ लोग इमोशनल ना हो, तो एक और भी स्टोरी है। उस बिल्डिंग में कुछ नहीं है, जिस बिल्डिंग में आप खड़े हो उसमें आग लग गई है, और कोई तरीका नहीं है भागने का, सिर्फ यही तरीका है। अब बताओ चलोगे कि नहीं चलोगे?
चलेंगे चलेंगे।
ऐसा चाहिए?
नहीं चाहिए।
नहीं चाहिए। तो समझो इस बात को, जिस भी स्टूडेंट का इस साल रैंक नहीं आया और जिसको लगता है कि मैं इस साल पढ़ नहीं पाया, बच्चे ये वाई ढूंढ लो। लाइफ में जब भी आपको किसी काम को करने का वाई समझ आ जाए, द मोमेंट यू हैव अंडरस्टूड व्हाट इज द रीजन, है ना, व्हाट इज द मोटिव ऑफ डूइंग समथिंग, मैं ये काम क्यों कर रहा हूं, आई एम टेलिंग यू, यू विल बी एबल टू रीच टू द टारगेट दैट यू आर लुकिंग फॉर। तो ये वाई ढूंढना है, और ये वाई मैं और डॉक्टर नचिकेत नहीं बताएंगे आपको। हम आपको हर रोज फोर्स कर सकते हैं कि बच्चे पढ़ना है, बट ये वाई आपको आपकी लाइफ का खुद ढूंढना है कि
आई
ये
थिंक
why
सर वी कैन डू इंग्लिश।
है ना। ओके, सो यू हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई that what is that why in you. You have to find out that why in your life. And guys, take my words, whether you are in this group which who did not qualify, whether you are in a group you have got a rank of 70,000, 80,000, whether you are in a dilemma of a mid ranker with a 28,000 rank, 34,000 rank, you do not know whether you will get it or not. And if you are able to identify that why I should study, I am telling you, your half of the path is already complete. So now the question is what you can do. So I have a sincere request as well as a suggestion as a senior to all of you, whether you belong to group number 1 whether you belong to group number 2 or whether you belong to group number 3. If you are group number 3, you are having a next exam in December. If you are group number 1 and 2, I do not know 100%. But if I would have been at your place, I would have prepared in a way that I am writing the next exam in December, and I will prepare with the same way. Now I will hand it over to Dr. Nachiket. That Dr. Nachiket, what do you think will be the difference between the preparation for the NEET exam and the next exam? Over to you.
So, boss, the first thing that every student needs to know is that beta next is going to be a 540 MCQ examination. Next is going to have in total 6 parts that is going to happen in 3 days. I have explained to you in detail in previous videos, but I'm going to give you a brief again. So next one is basically going to happen before internship. It is going to replace your final year examination, especially this holds true for 2019 if next happens this year. The government has said next will happen in December 2023 if it happens in this year. So the month is going to be December. Now, the second thing that you need to know is that in the 6 parts, how it is divided is basically 120 questions, 3 hours, it is going to be pre-lunch, and 60 questions, 1.5 hours, it is going to be post-lunch. So pre-lunch, you can expect the first day medicine, post-lunch, it will be pediatrics. Second day surgery, post-lunch ENT. Third day obs and gynae, followed by obs and gynae, followed by ophthalmology. So this is the 6-part examination that you are expecting. So this is the next one. It is going to have 3 types of patterns basically. Number 1 is problem solving, that is 65%. Then we have comprehension and analysis, 25%, and recall based 10%. FM and community medicine is going to be integrated, 10% integrated in all the questions. And post internship, you are going to have next 2. Next 2 is a simple practical examinations like you used to have in your colleges. Apart from these 6 subjects, you are going to add PMR. All right, PMR shall be added. Orthopedics and PMR shall be added as a 7th subject in your next 2 examination. It is going to have OSCE, patient cases and everything, but it is not going to have any kind of theory in it. Completely practical based examination. Simple pass and fail exam. Your competitive exam is going to be next one only. Now, what I believe is that if you are a post intern like 2018-17 batch, you are going to give next one as a simple, if it happens, you are going to give the examination as a simple postgraduate entrance examination. You do not have to repeat internship. You do not have to give next 2. Simple postgraduate entrance examinations. Once you clear it, you will get the result. And based on that result, you will get the seat of your choice. The same applied to the senior batches also. I do believe that the 10-year rule is basically troubling you. I can see a lot of messages for that. The 10-year rule, in my own understanding, will not apply to the previous batches. Okay, it should apply to the batches coming after like 2021, 22, maybe, but not on 19 or 18. The batches which are already reaching 2000, like the 23 examination, they cannot have that 10-year rule because that was not told when they were joining the MBBS course. All right, so you do not have to worry. You simply have to focus on the next examination as a PG entrance exam. Boss, on to you again.
Okay. Yes, very, very well said. And thank you for summarizing the next guideline in a very, very simplified manner. So, Dr. Nachiket, if a student wants to prepare, what is your viewpoint that what are the various modes of learning that the student has? And one more point that I wanted to raise is that those students who have got a rank of, let's say, 10,000, 12,000, 15,000, 20,000 for that matter, and a lot of people are messaging me, what important point that they are saying is, ki sir, it was a bad, I did not expect this rank from me today. I am slightly disheartened with the NEET PG rank. So I just wanted to tell them one small point that sometimes your bad rank is not because of your bad preparation. Sometimes your bad rank is because of a bad day. And every day cannot be bad. And all days are not Sunday. Like everything, every day cannot be good. And similarly, every day cannot be bad. So if you think that your rank is not as per your satisfaction, and it is just because of a bad day that happened on the NEET PG day. Guys, put all your energy, all your focus for the next 1.5 month for INI-CT exam. Don't look at here and there, and totally focus on to the INI-CT exam. The single most important thing that you have to focus on the INI-CT exam is the previous year papers, last 5 year AIMS paper plus first aid. These are the two of your biggest tool that should be there for your preparation. If you want our help, we have our fast track TND program. Dr. Nachiket, can you tell them broadly about this?
So, guys, basically for INI-CT, we have launched this special fast track TND on eGurukul app. So these are pre-recorded test and discussion videos, and they are targeted towards INI-CT, the same pattern of questions, and the faculties is going to make you revise the complete subject while you attempt those questions and you learn the discussion. So it's a very good program for last 1 month preparation. And do understand that TND is supposed to be is a revision program. All right, you cannot get the complete concepts there. So if you are genuinely interested in this TND, please note down the following technique. You have to first revise your notes before you attempt the test. When you attempt the test, perfect, attempt it as a proper test, INI-CT test. Then go to the discussion part. While going through the discussion, please do not make new notes. In your old notes only, add the discussion points that you're learning, and post the discussion, go through the notes again. So that means in a single video, you are actually revising the subject 3 times. So this is the fast track TND for you, specially made for INI-CT. All right, sir.
Okay. Well, and what about, so now this is, but my sincere suggestion to everybody, and I was just looking at some of the points, guys, please remember that if you did not qualify, or if you have got a rank of 80,000, 90,000, or your score in the NEET exam is 150, 200, 250, then my genuine suggestion to you is that start preparing for the next year exams. In the long run, nobody usually asks that in which year you crack the exam. What matters is that where and from which branch you are doing your post graduation, and you have to reach to the best of your potential that you're looking for. So the standard recommendation that we as an institute give is that identify that what is a score that you have got, and on the basis of that try to identify that how your preparation gonna be. So Dr. Nachiket, over to you regarding what is your viewpoint, how the institute can help the students in different way, which courses that they can opt for. Before, can we go to a slide where we can tell them that what are the broad options where we as an institute can help the student?
So this basically, guys, you need to understand that Bhatia is not just a single course. Bhatia is a bunch of courses bundled together. So if you plan to be in the offline centers of Bhatia, then you have your DBMCI face-to-face campuses and the DBMCI satellite campuses. If you plan to go through the online way, then we have the DBMCI live app, which is online live learning. And then we have the eGurukul. You all know about eGurukul. Those are the recorded videos. Now, what I believe in is that if a student, all right, and that these are the 3 main type of courses that right now Bharti has for all interns and post-interns. We have the regular batch, which is conducted in DBMCI Live or our face-to-face centers. Those are basically the detailed conceptual classes. जो आप सुनते हैं ना? Basically, that the faculty comes to you, teaches you for the complete subject, like Dr. Rajat goes, teaches radiology for 3 days. Now, that is regular batch. All right, then we have the test and discussion, the best revision plan in the country. This is that the faculty will first give you a set of questions, like 100 questions. Then, for example, Dr. Rajat will come and then make you revise radiology while going through those questions. He will not be teaching you the whole subject, but the most important questions and the most important concepts shall be taught in that exam, in that class. So that's a revision program. And then we have the Advanced Plus plan in that eGurukul. Pre-recorded videos, QBank, and tests, and clinical world all bundled together as Advanced Plus plan. Now, what we recommend is based on your score. So if you are a person who has scored below 500, so I'm going to be a little blunt here, so please do not mind my words. So that means your concepts are you know, if you are scoring below 500 and above 500. So basically, guys, when I say below 500 means 500 to 800. So that means your concepts are good. All right. So that means your concepts are good. You have done well. It is only that the revision was a problem or the last minute, panic, the last minute because that kept you down. Otherwise, you could have actually gone up to 650, 670, and you could have got that dream rank. So if you have not got that, you want to give another try. Your best bet would be TND or revision exercise plan of e-Gurukul. You do not need to join regular batch again. You do not need the complete pack again. You have your notes. You trust those notes. You just need to revise. For those, we have the TND and the revision exercise plan. If you are, let's suppose, below 500, if you are below 500, so that means 0 to 500. This means that your concepts are not good. Even if you have made notes, that means you are missing something there. You need to start from the scratch again. That's what we recommend at Bhartiya. All right, you have worked hard on your old notes, we understand, but they are not going to fulfill your concepts. So that means you need to join a regular batch or the e-Gurukul advanced plan again and go through the main videos or the main lectures again. This is what our recommendation is going to be. Dr. Rajat Jain?
Yes. So, absolutely correct. I think I completely agree with Dr. Nachiket, and I keep on telling this to the students all the time. Ki, don't pick up any course for that matter. First, you decide that why do you need to join. I believe that the institute doesn't put a magic, but the institute provides you a discipline. That's all. And the single most important aspect that you need to get a rank is discipline. The more disciplined you are, I am telling you, the better your rank would be. It's not about we all are the best brain of the society. We enter into the medical college, that means we are the best brain of the society. So now we need not to compare our brain with anybody. What we need to identify is how focused and how disciplined I am. Sometimes that discipline comes from within. Sometimes you need an external disciplinary mechanism so that that discipline can be set in. And that is one of the biggest reasons. Now, in the discipline, if your concepts are not very strong, then an ideal way is to join a complete programs which are like a spoon feeding for all of you. However, if you have a decent score, then what you need is just an add-on stuff, and the TND programs are extremely good for all of them. So that is how it is. As a teacher for so many years, do you think so? These are some of the list that we have. Dr. Nachiket, can we go up? And these are the batch start date. Okay, one more point that I wanted to emphasize to everyone is that all those batches which we are starting in the month of March or in the month of the early April, they will be finishing their course. That even if everybody has to write the exam in December, their course is finishing on a comfortable time. So they are very much in a safe zone whenever whenever the exam is happening, be it a regular batch, be it a TND classes. I just want to clarify here that a lot of students are finishing the internship later. So we are identifying some mechanism for them also so that they can also join slightly later. But all those students who are joining with us now or in the early April, I am telling you that they will be finishing the course much, much ahead of the ionized CT, much, much ahead of any scheduled date of the NEET/NExT exam. So they are in a absolutely safe zone. If you are in a city where the face-to-face classes are there, that is the best or the safest bet for you. It is that log that is lying on the floor and you have to just go to that log and you're getting a money. Here, your money is not a real money, but is your PG entrance exam seat. However, if you do not belong to these cities, or if you think that these cities are very, very far off, you are unable to get to these cities, then you can get the same discipline with the DBMCI live batch. How live batches are different from the recorded access. Again, discipline. A live batch, because the classes are live, it gives you a discipline study. है ना? So you have the regular batch as well as the TND classes for the two this thing, and you can start with them also. And there is a slight change in the regular batch. I think Dr. Neha is slightly ill today, so the subject change is going to be there. We just got an information that she's not well, so we're going to be changing that, but otherwise that's the schedule for the live batch. If because of whatever reason you cannot do a live batch, then something has to be there, so you have an access of the content. And then we have eGurukul 4.0. I would request Dr. Nachiket to tell more about the added app features that we have done for last few years, some of the tech challenges we have faced in the eGurukul. So over to Dr. Nachiket about the eGurukul 4.0.
So guys, talking about DBMCI live ones. So if you are generally interested in the DBMCI live batches, so wherever you are in the country, you can have the online live access to our lectures. Time scheduled lectures will be there, and those are starting, TND starting on 20th of March, and we are starting tomorrow at 10 a.m. 17th March, 10 a.m. we are starting a regular batch. I've given you my number. If you are interested, you can always WhatsApp me to know the more details. Also, we have given a Google form, so it's pinned in the chat. You can also watch that. Talking about eGurukul, just one thing. So we are running a special prize. I'll tell you indeed in ahead. So basically, guys, in eGurukul, what do we have currently? We have the basic plan, which is just plain test series. Then we have the basic plus plan, which is QBank and test series. And then we have the major thing, the advanced plus plan. Now, in 4.0, it's completely being revamped. You have seen the faculties that we have got for 4.0. All new faculties from all the major coaching institutes have joined us. Saurabh Jindal sir has joined us. Miley madam has joined us. Then we have Rajiv Shetty sir, Saurabh Bhatia sir, Vishwajit sir coming back to us. So the advanced plus plan will be having videos, QBank, test, and clinical world. This is basically advanced plus plan. The best thing that you can expect is our QBank. Now, our QBank was a little bit on the conservative side till now, but it is being completely revamped. We have worked very hard on the explanation part under the leadership of Praveen sir, Rajat sir. So basically, this is how the question is going to look. You can see, just hold on a second. I think the video is right now lagging a lot. So basically, this is how the question is going to look. You can see. Then we have the hashtagging to, even if you have to search any questions, you can simply go to the global search point and you can search the hashtag and you will be able to directly go to that particular question. Then we have the explanation, and then we have the high yield point. Now the high yield point are basically like at the last moment before our professional, our senior used to mark the very, very, very important points in our textbook. कि कुछ भी करो इसको तो जरूर पढ़ लेना. So the high yield point are the same, that कुछ भी करो इसको जरूर पढ़ लेना. And then we have why the other three options are incorrect. Then you can know that particular reason too. And then the third part, the major part of the QBank would be the extra edge. Now this is the ranker material. All right, that if you want to go to that one step extra edge would be that particular thing. It is going to be there in every explanation. And at the end, we have the mantra. The mantra is basically one-liner revision of the complete explanation that we have just gone into. All right. Iske baad, you can just basically bookmark this mantra. And if you want to simply revise this pure explanation again, then this mantra, you just have to read this mantra. All right. So this is how, and of course, explanation with reference is going to be there. We are making sure that every question that we make in eGurukul 4.0 is going to have a reference and this particular explanation in every question. Now, answering your question that when is eGurukul 4.0 being launched? It is launching in April. And even if you subscribe it today, you will be getting 3.0. And when the 4.0 is launched, you will be shifted to 4.0 while 3.0 remains with you. All right, so you do not have to worry about that. And this is the upcoming grand test and SWT subject wise test complete schedule. We are starting our SWT with anatomy on 16th of April. And the first grand test, that is going to be the I9 mock, is going to happen for you guys on 23rd of April. This is the amount of information that you need to know right now. And sir, everybody's asking about your upcoming mentorship program. So if you can
Yeah.
tell it to them in detail,
So that
please.
is something which is very, very close to our heart. And this year we have changed a lot of lives being changed. And a few word about the mentorship program is that we will be starting the new batch of the mentorship program from 24th of March. Uh, what's a mentorship program? A mentorship program is a daily for 15 minutes Zoom session with the students who believe in our philosophy about why it is important to study today. That's all. The single most important point that we discuss on every day daily is why do you need to study? है ना? Why? Sometime you're able to identify your why. If you're unable to identify your why, we will try to give you the why. We will also give you the schedule. Now, this schedule is not important for the students who already are reading in a disciplined program like face-to-face classes or a TND program or a live class. But this is extremely important for those students who are learning with an app. Because the moment they are learning with an app, the biggest challenge that they face is it is difficult for them to stick to a schedule, to maintain a schedule. So we give them a schedule with one reading, we give them a schedule for a second reading, and we give them a way so that they can read or revise the subject. Off and on, we give them a test, sometime a surprise test, sometime a GT also. They can ask their doubt, what are the common doubt that they are feeling in their day-to-day life. My experience with these programs have been that the lot of students were able to reach to the best of their potential. A lot of students who could not qualify last year, they were able to qualify. Some of the students who could not qualify last year, they were able to get a rank of 20,000, 25,000, 28,000. Some of the students who got rank of 80,000, 90,000, they were able to reach to 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, 3,500. A lot of people must be thinking, सर ये क्या रैंक आप बोल रहे हो, है ना? ये 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, ये कोई रैंक थोड़े ना होती है. But over a period of time, it's been 17 years that I am teaching these students. And I have realized one very, very important point is that as a teacher, the major role that I play is in the life of these students who were able to reach to that 2,000, 5,000, 7,000. I'm very proud that I have taught almost a lot of toppers in the last few years. But I feel that the contribution that I have played in their life was minuscule, a very, very minimum. But I feel that I have played a very, very significant part in the life of those students who were able to reach from 80,000 to 5,000 or not qualifying to 10,000 or 11,000. I always cherish those moments. Maybe in time to come, you're going to be seeing a lot of my interviews with those people whom have been benefited. So that's a program that we keep on giving some. So this is a proper paid mentorship program. But the students of DBMCI who joined with in a certain time, we always give them some areas, like we are doing this session today, and we can tell that any student who joined with any program of DBMCI in the next 3 days will get this program complimentary along with the program. But Dr. Nachiket, I think I missed that point. Did you talk about the PYQs?
Oh, was PYQ. Guys, so if you join the DBMCI regular batches and TND batches, you will be getting included. You will be getting this book called the TTP, to the point. All right. Now, this TTP is basically previous year question bank for NEET PG and INICT. Last last 3 year NEET PG and last 4 year INICT are basically covered in this particular book. So the hard copy shall be a part of the regular batch and TND plan. If you want to buy it individually, that is also a possibility. So the whole exam is basically segmented year wise, and it's a colored book. It's not a black and white book. All right. Now, with that, you will also get LMRP, the most essential single liners. It's a very good book for revision, and every year, almost 50 to 70 questions come directly from this book, directly or indirectly. And then for regular batch students, Dr. Bhatia's most famous Medicine Simplified, authored by Dr. Bhatia himself. You will also get this question. All right. You will also get this book as a part of the package. So now coming to the question part, guys. So this is my number. This is my number. If you want to know anything about anything, you can always WhatsApp me. Call mat karna, मैं call नहीं उठाता, but you can always WhatsApp me. All right. So this is the complete detail about what we can do for you, and now we will be addressing the questions now. So Dr. Rajat, मैं आपसे सर क्वेश्चन पूछता जाता हूँ, आप बताते जाओ.
नहीं, वो एफएमजी का भाई पॉजिटिव एफएमजी का क्वेश्चन कर दो यार,
वो कर लेते हैं सबसे
मतलब वो पॉजिटिव एफएमजी को समझ नहीं आ रहा. बता भाई, पॉजिटिव एफएमजी, व्हाट इज योर क्वेश्चन?
बड़े परेशान हो रहे थे.
भाई देयर हैज टू बी, देयर आर नो फ्री लंचेस इन द वर्ल्ड, है ना? इट्स अ वेरी वेरी सिंपल स्टेटमेंट गाइस. इफ समथिंग इज अवेलेबल फॉर फ्री, दैट मींस यू आर द प्रोडक्ट. So
सबसे पहले I think
so my why is done. Now you tell me, I will answer your why. Thanks for watching this session, but I will definitely answer your why. So bache, I will be sharing a video with all of you tomorrow about the mentorship program with Dr. Praveen in detail with all of you. But any student who joined with any of the DBMCI program from up to 19th of March will get a complimentary access to the morning mentorship sessions. Please remember, this is only applicable till 19th of March. After that, you will need to pay the fee for it.
It's 10,000 rupees. So, and one more point, guys. I
2012 batch can write whatever PG entrance exam is gonna be there in the future, bache rock.
Yes, so basically, guys, the 10-year rule will not apply to the previous batches like 1920. If it is going to apply, as per my understanding, it will apply to the recent batches only, maybe 21 or 22, not to the previous batches.
गौरी बच्चे, I will answer your question. I will answer your question in a very very simple way. देखो, एक चीज को समझते हैं इस बात को ना. I think is it okay if I speak to you in Hindi, right? कोई भी चीज बुरी और बेकार नहीं होती. If you ask me, is Harrison a bad book? No, Harrison is not a bad book. But now the big question is, will you be able to revise Harrison before your exam? If your answer is yes, I can revise the Harrison before your exam, before my exam, then it's a very, very good thing. You can go ahead. So nothing is good or bad. It depends on how much is your capacity to eat. If your capacity is to eat much, you can have more in your plate. If your capacity to eat less, then you should have less in your plate. That's all. And that's the simplest principle. And there is a very, very old saying, and that is saying it is called as Pareto's theory. Pareto's theory says that the 20% of the subject caters to the 80% of the questions in the MCQ exam, and 80% of the subject caters to 20% of the question in the exam. So the idea of the preparation is first to master those 20% of the topics. All right. The problem is the more expansion you do for your syllabus, then becomes difficult to revise. So we have to read it in a way that is asked in the exam. Please remember, everything that is available is good because ultimately it is being created by teachers. And no teacher is doing bad for the student. Everything is good. You identify what is best for yourself. Are you able to revise those things in a given amount of time or not? This is the simplest advice.
I think if you are asking for a schedule for eGurukul, we shall be putting it in the DBMCI Premier group on Telegram. So if you have not joined that group, please go ahead, give your credential. It's a closed group for only DBMCI users. Every kind of schedule update shall be put in that group only. So please join that.
Others, bache, INI-CET preparation is not radically different from the NEET PG, but there is a difference. the single most important difference in the INI-CT is the INI-CT exam is known to have more focus on the first and the second year subject, one thing. And the second is the INI-CT exam is more focused always towards previous year questions. So these are the two simple tricks for the INI-CT paper, whereas the NEET exam is more focused towards the clinical subject, the anatomy, physiology, pathology, even that subjects are asked in more in a clinically integrated manner in those papers, where first and the second year subjects are extremely important for INI-CT paper. That does not mean that they are not important for NEET exam. They are also equally important for the NEET exam.
Subhash, so guys, basically we are having on for INI-CT, we are not having one shot. We are having previous year question series. Yesterday it was Dr. Sushil's orthopedics. Tomorrow it is going to be OBG madams, obs and gynae, of course. Rama madams, obs and gynae. So PYQ is very important for an exam like INI-CT. So one shot you can always go back and watch those, and PYQ you can add up to yours. Plus fast TND is there. Sir.
Dhoni Guna Bacha, I would suggest you to please talk to the Hyderabad office, and they will be able to guide you in a much better way.
FMG. So basically, yes, I think one student was asking, will there be an offline TND? Yes, there will be an offline TND, my friend. You can call at 9. Everyone, if you want to know course details, you can call at 9810150067. Or you can visit dbmci.com. These two places, you will get all the course details.
So, Bache, Ankur, if you want to get a rank in under 500, and if you consider the NEET pattern of 200 questions, you need to get more than 170 questions, approximately 170 questions correct. That's the current trend. Okay. Sahiti, Bache, I think I have explained it, that sometime a bad rank in the NEET is not because of the bad preparation, but because of a bad day. And I think you are the best person to decide that your bad rank in the NEET is because of the bad day or a bad preparation. If it was for a bad day, definitely you can get a very good rank in the INI-CT exam without a doubt. If you think that there was a gap of 50 marks, 70 marks, then that can still be improved very well in the 1.5 months. But if you think that there was a big gap, you did not qualify in the NEET exam, and suddenly you're thinking that there is a magic that can happen in 1.5 months, that is not going to happen. The magic can happen in 7-8 months, but magic cannot happen in 1 month.
Satish, the offline TND is starting in Hyderabad on this weekend only. This weekend only we are starting the offline TND in Hyderabad. Please call at 981012 to know more. All right. For auto sessions, we are going to have a video tomorrow. You can watch that. If you are a NEET, if you have given NEET PG, you feel that you have done well, you feel you have done bad, I advise you to all to give INI-CT. ठीक है, ऑलरेडी पढ़ रखा है, थोड़ी सी मेहनत और कर लो, 1 महीने की बात है, just give it one more shot, and if God thinks you are the right person, you might be able to crack it, and Central Institute will be a big thing. So go ahead, give INI-CT. ये मत सोचो कि एग्जाम मुश्किल है, घर ही तो बैठे हैं ना हम लोग, काउंसलिंग इज गोइंग टू टेक सम टाइम, हम घर बैठे हैं सारे, जाके पेपर दे दो, खराब ही नहीं है, ठीक है. सो प्लान फॉर 1 month and go and give the INI-CT exam.
गौरव, बच्चे मैं आपको बता देता हूँ, तो रैंक 1 दिस ईयर इन द नीट गॉट 725 मार्क्स. तो बच्चे 725 मार्क्स का मतलब होता है 185 करेक्ट, ठीक है. और अगर आपके 170 करेक्ट होते हैं ना, तो 170 से 680 मार्क्स आएंगे, 30 रॉन्ग हो गए तो 650 मार्क्स ब्रॉडली आए ना. तो जब 650 मार्क्स आते हैं तो जो रैंक होगी वो लगभग 400 के आसपास ही होगी. तो उसके हिसाब से मैंने आपको ये बताया है, ठीक है.
So I think for post interns, I'm again going to tell you guys something. I think a lot of post interns have joined again. So guys, if you are a post intern, let's suppose next one happens in December. Let's suppose you only have to give next one as a PG entrance exam. You do not have to do internship and next two again. Simply next one as a PG entrance exam. All right. Please
Others,
do not have a confusion on this.
yeah, others, bache, you should write the. Acha, okay, Dr. Nachiket, I think you have already answered that. Huh? I think you should write the NICT exam. Every exam that you should come in the preparation time has to be given. I mean, if you not get a rank, you will get an experience and you will get an idea of sitting in the examination atmosphere. It will decrease your anxiety, it will decrease your apprehension. And as Dr. Nachiket has said, it could be the best day of your life. You never know. And even the last player of the cricket team sometime hits a century, and sometime the opener ends on a zero. So all these things can happen. So please do not miss the exam. Definitely write the exam.
All right.
But Gopal, INICT is gonna be there in the November. That is my understanding says. It has nothing to do with the NExT in the December, because NExT in December that is happening is for MBBS students, a final year MBBS student, which has nothing to do with the INICT in the November, which is gonna be for those students who have already cleared the MBBS and are towards the last phase of their internship. So I don't think that there is a difference between them. The two exams will not be for the same seats, but they will be for different seats. And moreover, the examination conducting body will also be different. Like we had the NEET exam in the March, and we are having the INICT in the May. So I don't think there is a big challenge in there.
So optimistic duo, Doc. Beta, if you have got 169 questions correct in 486 rank, first of all, congratulations. That's a very good feat. Very nice. Very happy for you. Considering question, should we go back to the
Yeah, but 400 yes, you can definitely take the community medicine or the PSM. It's a pretty decent branch, and now a lot of opportunities are also coming in that. Yes, Shugari, what is your suggestion, bache? Bache Taranpreet, I think that you should try to write at least one GT every week if you are targeting INICT exam.
Revised cutoff for general category. Revised cutoff normally see for the last couple of years.
आएगी
आती है. But if you ask us,
usually 30 marks का difference भी broadly 30 to 40 marks का difference usually आता है. One student messaged me, unfortunately he scored 290. 291 is a cutoff. So for all practical purpose, I think you will be able to make through the cutoff, bache.
Hi, so guys, if you are a subscribed student of Bhatia or eGurukul, you have to join DBMCI Premier Group on Telegram. DBMCI Premier Group on Telegram. All schedule, all updates, everything shall be put in that group only. Sir, आपको क्या लगता है FMG दिसंबर 2023 होगा?
In all probability होना चाहिए.
लो भाइयों, आंसर मिल गया. INICT तो I think they have announced a date for November की डेट शायद उन्होंने अनाउंस कर दी है. तो अब बचता है FMG का आपको बता दिया है. बाकी I think mid-April तक you will get a confirmation whether NExT is going to happen this year or not. Mid-April.
Yeah, for the interns and the post-interns.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, the only question that needs to be answered at this point of time is whether the NExT and the NEET is going to be merged, or whether it will be a NExT exam for the final year students and a NEET exam for the interns and the post-interns. But guys, my sincere suggestion to everybody is that specifically those who are not satisfied with the rank or those who are writing the exam for the first time, please don't waste your time. Please start studying from today and start studying in a way that you are writing the exam in December. If you are not writing the exam in December, it is good for you. You will get more time. But if you are writing in December, then you are well prepared with one complete reading and at least 2 revision, so that you are not in a panic attack, you are not in an anxious mode, and you are able to give your best in the exam. Okay. All right, guys. So that is all.
Last thing that I tell. So guys, if you are confused, if you want to start again or not, if you have got a rank in which you are going to compromise, I will say please do not compromise. Give one more shot. Ek try to banta hai, boss. Because this branch that you are going to take, please do not take it out of pity for yourself. It is going to stay with you throughout life. I have just turned 31 and when I tell you that I love management. So even if I work in 12 hours a day, I love it. So at your age, at Dr. Rajat's age, at a higher age also, you need to love your job. And that can only happen when you take a branch of your choice. Otherwise, just to pass this examination and become a PG, I'm telling you, if you take a branch, if you take a wrong branch, you are going to regret it. Because फिर काम में जाने में मजा ही नहीं आता ना. फिर लगता है कि यार एक साल और कर लेते क्या हो जाता. So अगर थोड़ी सी हिम्मत आती है अंदर, if you can get more motivation inside you, and that the only person that can do is you. I'll tell you, don't compromise on the branch. Go ahead and give one more shot. It won't matter, but you will remember this throughout your life. And if you're still thinking कि यार अब मुझे वापस पढ़ना शुरू करना है, मोटिवेशन नहीं आ रही, then face to face classrooms are your best bet. क्योंकि it creates an environment, it creates an ecosystem. When you sit in front of that teacher, that's how we have been brought up. All right, टीचर का डंडा देख के हम पढ़ते थे. So that's the best way. Second would be online live, so that at least you know that this session was supposed to be at 9 o'clock. So Dr. Rajat reached home at 9. I reached home at 9. We made sure that together we were in front of the laptop at 9 o'clock. This is basically online live lectures. And third, if you are self-motivated, then of course the recorded platforms, whichever it is. I'm not saying only Bhatia. I'm saying Maro. I'm saying Prep. I'm saying eGurukul. Choose one thing, but stick to that. All right, it needs to be a calculated decision from you, but choose what you believe is the best and go ahead with that. But my whole agenda is कि एक try तो बनता है boss. Don't compromise. Go for your dream rank. Trust me, it will be worth it. So with that, the whole thing comes to an end. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Jet, for your time, boss.
Thank you, Dr. Nachiket. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Please reach out to us if you think that you have any doubt and any way that we can help. Okay, take care and may God bless you all.